Hey everyone, welcome back to the business communications class. Today we will get to learn communicating routine messages and building goodwill. So what are we going to learn today? We will answer 4 crucial questions. Number 1. How do you compose messages containing questions and requests? Number 2. How do you compose informational messages? Number 3. What kinds of messages build goodwill in business relationships? And finally, number 4, how can you use social media to build goodwill in business? Let's start. So, how do you compose messages containing questions and requests? At first, we decide between a direct or an indirect message. Let us know the difference between the two first. Direct organization presents the request early. It is best for most requests because it gets to the point quickly. Indirect organization withholds the request until near the end. It is best when asking confusing questions or requests that need explanation. Let us look more closely how direct and indirect organizations differ. Here, in the sample illustration, we see direct and indirect versions of a request message with annotations applied to both. In indirect version, the request comes last after details, whereas in direct version request comes first. Usually, a direct request is more effective. Let us see when would an indirect organization would shine. Let's take a look at the illustrated emails here. We already know that an indirect organization is useful for confusing questions. We can see here that the indirect message is better here because of the way it starts, the way details are presented, and the way request is made following the details in concluding paragraph. Always remember to provide reasons for the request. When providing reasons for the request, consider how much detail the audience needs to know. Explain the reason for your request if it is not obvious. This can be further understood from the example shown here. The annotations marked show why the request is so effective. There is a specific request, explanation and details, call for action, and the specific date when it is needed. There is also contact information given clearly. Also, the sender ends the message with an appreciative sign-off. Try to adopt a receiver's perspective and include audience benefits. Let us look at an example. When we are talking from the I perspective, we might say, I really need the latest draft of the third quarter sales figures. I will be presenting the data in tomorrow's budget meeting, and the latest draft I have was dated 3 weeks ago. I don't want to appear before the committee with old information. This may work, but what can we do for better persuasion? Let us try this example. Could you please send me your updated third quarter sales figures today? If the budget committee has the figures to discuss at tomorrow's meeting, they can get you a preliminary budget by Thursday and you'll be able to start planning next year's sales forecasts. This is the receiver's perspective. Sounds more convincing, no? Here is another example. The I perspective would sound like this. Can you fill in for me at the 2 p.m. division meeting today? I have a client meeting before that will likely run long, and I don't want to rush this meeting because I might lose the sale. Then I need to stop for gas on the way back to the office. I don't want to get a speeding ticket. This can come of self-centered. Let us try another way. How about we say, can you please fill in for me at the 2 p.m. division meeting? I might be back from my client in time, but there is a chance I could be late. You research the data and know it as well as I do. This would be a great opportunity for you to impress the VP and become more well-known within the division. This would convince the receiver further. Always conclude with gratitude and a call for action. In a spoken or emailed request for a favor, we can do these. It begins by stating the request. No introduction is needed. Provides concise explanation and rationale for request. Expresses gratitude and offers possible audience benefit. Concludes with call for action. For example, check the last message we talked about. Hi, Stan. Can you cover for me at the 2 p.m. division meeting today? I have a client lunch that I'm sure will run long, and you know all the data we need to report since you researched everything and put it together. I'd appreciate your help, and this might be a great opportunity for you to impress the VP. Sound okay? Here is a sample request letter with annotations applied to the body text. The annotations that appear in the margins point out the requirement for a detailed call for action as well as expressions of gratitude. Number 1. The letter begins with an introduction, and the first paragraph ends with the request, phrased politely. Number 2. Mentioning the website shows the reader that you have done research before writing and are not wasting his time. Number 3. Numbered questions help the audience respond to each item in the reply. Number 4. The letter indicates when a response is needed. Number 5. An alternate reply method gives the reader flexibility. Number 6. The potential collaborative relationship may be perceived as a benefit. Number 7. A thank you at the end expresses gratitude. So, how do you compose informational messages? Begin with the main idea. Highlight benefits, if there are any. Follow up with details. Number or bullet them, if they are a list. End with a friendly closing or contact information as appropriate. Always reply to questions with a direct answer. Let us look at this explanation. Sample of letter in reply to a request for information has annotations applied to body text. The annotations that appear in the margins point out the following. Number 1. The opening builds goodwill by including a congratulatory statement. It quickly gets to the point by indicating that the requested answers are included. Number 2. The answers to the questions are numbered. Number 3. Each numbered item begins with a direct answer to the corresponding question. Number 4. The paragraphs provide additional related information, including suggestions, references to sample documents, and additional contact information. Number 5. The closing includes contact information and a friendly offer of additional assistance. Respond to customer requests by creating goodwill. A well-written response to a customer's request can strengthen a company's relationship with the customer. Failing to build goodwill when responding to customers can result in negative social media comments. Here is an example draft email in positive response to a claim request, with annotations applied. The annotations that appear in the margins point out the following. Number 1. Subject line communicates the positive response. Number 2. First sentence restates the positive response. No introduction is needed. Number 3. Second paragraph explains how to return and offers an audience benefit, free shipping on the return. Number 4. Last paragraph expresses appreciation and desire for continued business. Number 5. Email ends with complimentary closing, signature, and contact information. Remember to highlight key points in confirmation messages. Let us look at these two versions of an email confirming information. Ineffective and effective versions of an email message, with annotations applied to the effective version. The annotations that appear in the margins of the effective version of the email confirming information point out effective version is better in following ways. Number 1. The subject line. Number 2. The structure of the email. Number 3. The way bullet points are used. Number 4. The way it provides reason to respond quickly. Number 5. The way non-business content is included as postscript. Organize routine announcements so they are easy to skim. Announcements are messages that publicly notify people of information they need or want to know. Announcements go to broad audiences and rarely require a response. When writing about steps, here are some format instructions so readers can easily follow the steps. Let us again look at an example of an email providing instructions with annotations applied. The annotations that appear in the margins point out the following. Number 1. First paragraph begins with an overview of the procedure, outlining its purpose and benefits to motivate the reader. Number 2. Actions are divided into numbered steps. Number 3. Steps 1 to 5 and step 7 begin with an action verb, using parallel phrasing. Number 4. In step 5, explanations come after the action. Number 5. Step 6 begins with a conditional phrase because the step needs to be completed only under certain conditions. Coming to ethics again, let us discuss if blind carbon copy, BCC, is like spying. The BCC, blind carbon copy, email feature allows you to copy someone on an email without the recipient knowing it. Use a BCC to reduce long recipient lists or share information with interested parties. Now, does sharing an email secretly with someone else raise any ethical issues? Apply these 3 tests. Are you trying to deceive the true recipient by hiding the fact that other people also will receive the email? Can the recipient be disadvantaged or hurt if the content in the email is shared with the BCC readers and the recipient doesn't know it? Can your company be damaged by use of BCC to release information it may deem to be privileged? If you can say yes to any of these, then do not use the BCC. Coming to technology, we can raise efficiency and accuracy with Clipboard Manager software. Here are a few tips. Recycle and edit your best writing samples. Save time and effort by using your best work. Proofread saved clips carefully for errors. So, let us know what kinds of messages build goodwill in business relationships. Quoting Hudson, "It's incredibly important to realize that relationships define everything that we do, and it's all about the quality of those relationships that makes an organization work." Goodwill is a term used to describe an attitude of friendliness and caring that is central to creating, solidifying, and maintaining relationships. Let us talk about culture, routine messages, and corporate culture. How can you get it right? At first, observe how do colleagues at your workplace handle routine communications? Observe, is it normal to ask clients for input by email, or is a phone call better? Is it appropriate to text or email a meeting confirmation? Then ask questions to your supervisor. A good supervisor will always appreciate a clarifying question. When in doubt, ask your supervisor or workplace mentor for guidance. Research time again. What options are available when communicating with clients and business partners? Is there a previously agreed upon preference that certain stakeholders expect? Does this form part of a written agreement or contract? It is important to find out before selecting a communications approach. Thank you messages are very important. They express appreciation, display professionalism, and make recipients feel good about something they have done for you. Here we can see a handwritten note. A handwritten note is rare and possibly more meaningful. Personalized thank you messages are much more effective than generic ones. Let us look at this example. The annotations beside generic thank you letter and personalized thank you letter point out personalized thank you letter is more effective in the following ways. Number 1. There is a specific thank you in the first paragraph in the personalized letter. Number 2. The way second paragraph mentions specific details from speech and why attendees appreciated it. Number 3. The way closing paragraph reiterates appreciation and mentions a specific topic for future presentation. Send congratulatory messages when someone does something that earns them appreciation. These messages build goodwill by recognizing achievements or important events. In the example, we see an effective and an ineffective congratulatory email message with annotations applied to both. The annotations that appear in the margins of the ineffective version and effective version of the congratulatory email message point out effective version is better in the following ways. Number 1. The way first paragraph begins with congratulation. Number 2. The use of proper word I know as opposed to I am sure in the second paragraph. Number 3. The way the second paragraph appreciates the efforts. Number 4. The email closes with regards, which is more appropriate. Number 5. Signature block used as he is sending the mail from business account. Also, it provides full contact information. Sympathy messages, also called condolences, express sympathy for someone's loss. Sympathy messages are more meaningful when handwritten and sent shortly after you hear about the situation. Here we see an example of a handwritten sympathy message with annotations applied. The annotations that appear in the margins point out the following. Number 1. It begins with expression of sympathy. Number 2. It closes on a friendly note with an offer of assistance. For your information messages communicate something you believe your audience will appreciate. Here we see a for your information message with annotations. The annotations that appear in the margins point out the following. Number 1. The message begins by explaining its purpose. The main point of the message comes later. Number 2. For the main point to make sense, some context is required. The middle of the message provides this context. Number 3. The main point at the end is indirect and follows from the context. Number 4. The message closes on a friendly note. Now, let us discuss how you can use social media to build goodwill in business. On social media, provide quick responses to questions and concerns. Social media networks give businesses opportunities to hear customer suggestions and complaints and respond to them quickly. Here we see a figure that shows some quick responses to questions and concerns on web. Monitor online chatter. Don't just listen to your own social media presence. Set up Google Alerts and subscribe to RSS, really simple syndication or rich site summary feeds that push specific keywords to you. Research the use of other tools like Listening Pro, Zeit, Yahoo Pipes, and others. Respond as quickly as you can. Research suggests that responding through social media can improve customers' goodwill 83% of the time. Become socially devoted to your customer base. Reply to customer inquiries immediately to let them know you are working on their problem. Ask the customer to contact you directly if the matter is sensitive or urgent. Use a personal response, not a corporate reply. Speak like a human by using a friendly tone, showing empathy, and using your real name. Build real-time goodwill by creating community with social media. Encourage input through surveys. Provide a platform for peer-to-peer support. Offer social media fans exclusive perks. A positive online community will enhance communication, solidify the company's reputation, and build business. Let us take a look at this screenshot from P.F. Chang's China Bistro Incorporated website. Note how P.F. Chang's builds a positive social media community through engagement and interaction with consumers. Incentive programs, such as Warrior Rewards, entice consumers to frequently return to the restaurant. Interactive games and tools, such as Dish of Destiny, personalize products and enhance consumers' knowledge about menu items. Creative features, such as the Mad Lib-style fortune cookie, encourage consumers to share their interactive experience with friends through social media connections. In the Analyze section, we learn how to analyze the audience and the message when deciding whether to use a direct or indirect structure. We also learn how to select an appropriate channel based on a similar analysis. In the Compose section, we learn how to position the main message and other details appropriately. We learn how to word the message in a way that captures internal and/or external receiver benefits, and to conclude with gratitude and goodwill. In the Evaluate section, we learn to evaluate the interaction to assess whether a follow-up message in a different channel is required, and we also learn how to proofread written messages for tone and goodwill.